Okay, so we are, Connor's already smiling. We are live, guys. So I'm just going to share this live feed across all our forums. So for people that are logging in, tonight I'm going to be doing a pretty in-depth interview with one of our, if not our youngest member at Live Life Light, which is this guy here with the silly hat on, Connor Baker. So a lot of the time I'm interviewing people who are late in the 20s, 30s, and Connor is actually 15 years old. He is, like I said, he is our youngest member at our gym, our fit family. So I thought it'd be appropriate to interview Connor. Now, before I start, this wasn't something that Connor asked me to do. So Connor didn't come to me and say, Adam, can you interview me, please? Because Connor, probably self-admittedly, is quite reserved, quite shy. And is probably absolutely shitting himself sitting there right now, because this is way out of his comfort zone. So a few of our current members nominated Connor to come in our little hot seat that we do every single week, which is this, where I get to interview our clients. Not only because of Connor's good attitude, but because it's all well and good having a good attitude, but Connor's produced results and backed it up. So firstly, whilst I'm sharing this live feed onto my other pages, Connor, just introduce yourself, give us a smile, and tell us your results to date.
So I was originally I'd say about September last year, I was about 16 stone 2, and now I'm 12 stone 1, so I've lost about 4 stone, 1 pound.
So Connor was 16 stone 2. So just to put that in perspective, Connor was actually, so how old were you then? 14?
Yeah, I was about 14.
14 years old, and Connor was heavier than me. Okay? So the reality is that Connor, as a 14-year-old, was heavier than me, obviously a grown adult, and the true facts of it is that something fucking had to be done. Something had to be done. And the problem for a lot of people is they get to a certain point in their life and they feel like that's it. They can't change. They're stuck in a rut. They're in a vicious cycle, when in fact everybody can change. So what was the moment for you? What was the moment for you where you thought, right, man, it's got that bad that I got to pull my shit together and I've got to do something about it?
I don't know. I ended up getting sick of everything. Didn't feel confident about myself. Obviously, because I'm in high school, you do get called names when you're such a heavy weight. So I wasn't really enjoying that. It's obviously not fun. So yeah, I just got sick of it, really.
Yeah, I can imagine, because when I was in high school, when I was in high school many years ago, like overweight people kind of had it pretty hard.
Yeah,
they had it pretty hard, but obviously, people. I'm trying to say this without offending too many people. There weren't as many overweight people 15 years ago when I was in school as there is currently now, because obviously the obesity rate for kids and stuff is going through the roof right now. But so you say that it made you feel uncomfortable. Maybe there was some type of like bullying.
It wasn't. Yeah, like, because I play football and rugby, obviously it can get quite confrontational, and usually that's everyone's first, like insult towards you. Oh, you're fat and all that. So
and how did that make you feel?
Terrible, to be honest.
So let me just gain a bit of perspective. So How long was that sort of going on for before you decided like enough was enough?
I'd say about good 6 years. Yeah.
So you basically were sort of made to feel a little bit uncomfortable at certain times, and you managed to like continue that for like 6 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We wonder why we have a negative mindset and low belief, because like if we're getting drilled into our head the fact that like you can't do it, you're fat, you're not good enough, all those type of things, and you're getting bombarded with those messages, no wonder like you might suffer from like lack of self-belief, and you might not feel that it is possible to change. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So so you said that there wasn't a specific moment where you thought, right, I need to change.
No.
So what was the trigger moment? Obviously, you decided to join us. You were obviously unhappy with your body. You were obviously unhappy with your weight. You were obviously unhappy with some areas of your life. So why did you decide to join us at a certain point?
I was originally at another gym. I'm not going to say which one, but...
traitor!
But they didn't care about us, really. They just, you just go there and do what you can. There was no other motivation except for myself, really. So
yeah,
I just needed some more motivation. I obviously had my cousin, who also came from that other gym, Charlie, who's helped me massively. Like, I wouldn't be here today without her.
Yeah.
And yeah, I joined with her, my mum also. And yeah, I'm 10 times happy at this gym. I've achieved more goals than I could have dreamed of. And yeah.
Okay, so I want you to. How do you think people saw you? So now versus, so you're 12 stone, you're fit, you're strong, you're looking on point, versus when you were 16 stone. How do you think like people saw you?
What I am now, what I was before?
Yeah, so obviously people look at you now, and obviously you're fit, athletic, getting a bit of muscle. And then obviously over a year ago you were not that. So how do you think people saw you, and how do you think people perceived Conor Baker?
I just don't know. I don't know how I could like got myself that weight before. I think people just were like, "Oh, that's just him." You know what I mean? He's always been like that. He always loves his food.
Yeah.
I think people really minded, except for obviously the people that got a bit confrontational sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you think people see you now? So you've obviously been in like high school and stuff. So you've been through a certain period of your life. So in high school, you've been through being overweight and now being very fit and very healthy and really athletic and actually doing a lot. So obviously that you must notice a difference.
Yeah, definitely.
So tell me a little bit about those differences that you notice.
Fitter in rugby and football, 10 times fitter in rugby and football. In school, I'm getting compliments left, right, and centre off teachers and pupils, and it's made me feel amazing. I did Duke of Edinburgh recently, and I was walking with my mates, and one of my mates didn't recognise who I was from far away. Amazing, and that also what keeps me going. Getting those compliments just to make better myself again. Really, it's just unbelievable, to be honest.
Do you get a few more compliments from the birds? Well, trust me. What happens when you become leaner, lighter, fitter, and stronger? All those combine into you being more confident.
Yeah.
So there's probably things that, like, do you know, when you're not feeling confident about yourself, i.e. a year or 2 years ago, that you wouldn't have dreamed of doing that you are doing now. And that's because people always perceive exercise as just weight loss. But there's far more things that have happened in your life from the weight loss that weight loss has brought to you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so what sort of things were you doing back then that you're not doing now? So obviously you gained weight. What sort of things were you doing? And be honest, no lies.
It was just the amount of food I ate, to be honest. I'm not going to lie, I used to have about 4 packets of crisps a day. I used to just eat loads of chocolate in school, get money, go to the shop, buy sweets. Just endless, vicious cycle of me eating and not doing anything about it. Obviously, I did rugby and football, but that's not enough to stop it, really.
No.
Eating loads of food, loads of rubbish, just at like 10 o'clock at night, and it just got worse and worse and worse, and then eventually...
So didn't at any point anyone say anything to you?
No one really noticed, like, to be honest, no one really saw until I've lost all this weight and I look back at my photos. Nobody really noticed. I didn't notice myself or anything that I was that big.
Yeah, but that's surprising because obviously you're 14 years old and you weighed over 16 stone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you're not small in height either. So it's what happens is, and what I feel that happens is, because weight is weight and weight gain is a massively sensitive issue, I feel like a lot of people don't say anything because obviously the people that are surrounding you obviously don't want to upset you because you're only young.
Yeah.
And when in fact that you probably would have appreciated someone to just say, do you know what I mean? Because if you'd started your journey with us earlier, imagine where you'd be right now. Imagine all the impact in your life and how much better you'd be right this second.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel that we're very oversensitive to people, but be honest now. No bullshit, no lies, no stories. How would you have taken it if someone would have said to you when you were 14, look, Connor, I think you're not going down the right path. I think you might be eating a little bit too much. I think you need to change for the better. How would you have taken it?
Back then, I probably would have took it the wrong way. I was very sensitive about it.
Yeah.
That didn't enjoy it. So I probably would have took it the wrong way and been like, oh, just leave me alone, let me do what I want. But
yeah.
Now, if someone had said that, like, in my opinion now, if someone had said that to me, I would have probably been like, yeah, I need to do this now.
Yeah.
I need to.
So back in the day, you would have headbutted them, and now you would have accepted them.
Yeah.
See, one of the things is when people point out any of our flaws, we get angry, then we get upset, then we deny it. Do you know what I mean? All those common traits, because nobody, and I mean nobody, likes to be told what you are doing isn't right.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make you feel good. It's a knock to the ego, and when we get really defensive.
Yeah.
But the thing is obviously sometimes you just need to be told, and like I said, you look back now and you probably think, oh, I wish someone would have told me earlier.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? Because your life would have been so much more further down the line, wouldn't it? You'd have done more.
Yeah, like on multiple occasions, my parents have said to me, don't eat this, don't eat that. I just kept eating and eating. But I just was like, no, just let me do what I want. But they kept telling me you need to stop.
Yeah.
But I just didn't.
It's that old common thing, isn't it? It's like when the waiter brings out the hot plate with the food on and he says, don't touch the hot plate. What do you do as soon as they turn around? You touch the hot plate.
Yeah.
As humans, we don't like to be told what to do.
Yeah.
And obviously, like a little rebellious teenager, You'll just do the opposite. So mentally, underneath that hat, what's exercise done for you?
Made me more confident. I wouldn't have done this interview if you asked me a few months ago. It's just made me feel better about myself. I'd say it helped me with school, it's helped me with my schoolwork. It's just helped me in everything. Just made me feel better, made me feel more confident, made me work harder in school, made me want have more goals, made me just want to do something with my life, really.
Mate, that's awesome. Listen, as a 15-year-old, I would have been shitting myself doing this as well. Not only for worrying about what people might think and might say, but also all my friends probably giving me shit as well. And do you know what? Do you know why people will give you crap and people will try and take the mick? Because you are doing something that's productive and something that most people would love to be doing. And because they're not doing it, they try and take the piss and they try and bring you down. And that's sometimes what you'll find is that because you start becoming more successful than people, because you've been in the background for a long time, now all of a sudden you're coming up because you're more confident, you want to do more, you want to be more, you're happier, you know what I mean? And people sometimes, they like you to be successful until you start becoming more successful than them, and that's where the claws come out. So tell me physically. So what's exercise brought to you like physically? You don't need to take your t-shirt off though.
Made me stronger in rugby, made me faster, made me better on my toes, made me more agilitized. Just I'm starting to get muscles. I can lift heavier than I've ever had. I can just do more things, can do more burpees in classes now than I could at the start. Can finally do normal, like proper press ups. It's just changed me physically as well.
That's brilliant. What about like your clothes? Because you must have thrown out a shitload of clothes.
Well, I was I think I was about 38, 40 waist. I tried on them pair of jeans a few days ago, and I was 30 now. I'm 30 waist, so
you've lost 8 inches.
Yeah, so all my clothes are just massive for me. So I need a new wardrobe.
Yeah, I bet your mum's going nuts.
Yeah.
That's one of the things about weight loss, is that you have to buy a whole new wardrobe. And it costs a fortune. So basically what you're telling me is that you started an exercise regime, you noticed you wanted change, you've started an exercise regime, virtually every area of your life has improved.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you feel hasn't improved?
Not really.
No. So it's crazy what exercise would have done, what exercise has done.
No,
so what
exercise could do that much.
And it's your mindset that comes with it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what's your support system like?
Oh, brilliant. My mum and my parents, my cousin, she's been there with me through the start. She herself has lost about 4 or 5 stone. She took me out running to start off with, which I wasn't too happy about because I couldn't really run.
And also getting whooped by your cousin and isn't a good thing either, is it?
But yeah, parents have been amazing. They've been so supportive of me. It's unreal. They've been just keep pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. Not to the part where I couldn't do it, but to the part where they know I can like build on that and just and my mates as well. My mates have been very supportive of me. They've been giving me compliments. They're just everyone's been amazing about it, really.
Okay, so what obviously everybody has days when you can't be asked to go to the gym. Yeah. So how do you deal with that? When you know you've got to go, but you don't really want to go.
To be honest, what I do, I look at my old photo of me. And I just think to myself, I can never let myself be that again. And the only way I'm making sure I'm not going to become that person again is by going to the gym, putting the effort in, eating healthy. And that's my motivation, really.
So you say that you look at old pictures of yourself when you weren't in great shape. What does it feel like when you look at the old picture of you in your worst shape?
It's always just, how did I let myself become that, and what I could have done if I was in the shape I was at that time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I didn't let myself become that big. What more things could I have achieved, and what could I be like now, really?
Yeah. And that's it. And the problem for a lot of people, mate, is the fact that a lot of people leave it that long that they don't actually make any changes, and they look back at the end of each year and nothing's changed for them, and it goes year upon year upon year upon year, and then all of a sudden you've lived a large portion of your life pretty much unhappy.
Yeah.
Because I bet you there was times when you were like, do you know what I mean, at 16 stone, I bet there's a ridiculous amount of times where you told people you were okay when you weren't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How many times do people say when someone asks you, are you okay? And you went, yeah, I'm fine. But deep down, you weren't okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what new, of the things that you've done since you've joined Live Life Light, give us a mention of a few of the bigger things that you've done since you've joined us.
I ran a half marathon with the gym. That I can never think. I've never done that a year ago. I couldn't run 5 kilometers a year ago without having to stop because I was nearly dying. I've lost a lot of weight at the gym. I've attended more classes than I have before. I'm just.
You did the Fat Furnace.
You
did a Fat Furnace, didn't you?
No.
You didn't do a Fat Furnace. Oh, that's your mum, wasn't it? Your mum did the Fat Furnace, didn't she?
Yeah, she did, to be fair.
So you did the half marathon.
Yeah.
And how was that?
Tiring. But I'm very happy with my time. Very happy with my time. I did it without stopping, I just kept running. Just music, and well happy. So happy with it.
Brilliant. So, listen, if you would have never have joined us, where do you think you'd have been right now?
I definitely wouldn't be where I am today. I'd still reckon I'd be unconfident because not having anyone motivating me. I definitely wouldn't be the person I am today. I'd say I'd still be about a good 13, 14 stone. I'd probably about 14 and a half stone.
Yeah.
Because I'd lost weight before I came to the gym.
Was that the preparation before you started?
Yeah. But definitely. I'd be unconfident still. I wouldn't be as confident to talk to girls as I am now.
Listen, you're 15, it's all about the girls. It's all about the girls. It's all about rugby and sports and girls.
Yeah.
So what for people that are listening that don't really know anything about what we do at Live Life Light, just tell them, like, from your own experience, what are the staff like? You don't have to say nice things. I don't care. I want you to be truthful and honest. What are the staff like, and what's the place like?
They're truthful. They'll tell you how it is at the end of the day, which is what you need. If you need that kick up the arse, they'll tell you. They'll tell you what you need. They'll support you. It's not a gym. It's a community that help each other. Like, the gym members will help each other, and also they'll kick your ass in classes and nearly make you be sick. So.
Oh, don't say that. Like, you're gonna put people off. Do you know? You just said to me that we sort of tell you the truth and we give you a kick up the arse.
Yeah.
let's flip back to what you said at the start. When you were 14 and when you were overweight, and you said that if someone would have told you the truth, you sort of would have rebelled and you'd have got angry, pissed off, and you wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah.
So you can see where, like, what we're trying to do is we're trying to give people honest feedback, tell them where they're at. Now, a lot of the time, some people don't like the truth. They don't like honesty. They don't like to be told. None of us like to be told what we are doing is wrong. None of us like it. But like I said, for you, and I've spoke to many people, and so many, the common thing that's been said to me is the fact that I wish I would have done something sooner.
Yeah.
I wish I would have done something sooner. So yeah, you might be a bit pissed off being told that what you're doing is not working or you're not in great physical condition. But it's then, do you know what I mean? Life's 10% of what happens and 90% of how you react to it.
Yeah.
So you can choose to spit your dummy out, get pissed off, get angry, blame everyone else, or you can do something about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my last question for you, Con, is a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, produce really amazing weight losses and produce amazing results, and they hit this height, and then all of a sudden, when they start maintaining and results start plateauing, they sort of drop off sometimes.
Yeah.
Because they're not really achieving that much anymore. Now you've achieved so many things. You've lost 4 stone. You've done loads of great experiences. Life's changing for you. So moving forward, how do you plan to stay motivated? And how do you plan to stay motivated to keep progressing?
I'd say just keep setting yourself goals, not massive goals. As in, when I first started, I didn't set myself a goal of, right, I want you to lose 4 stone. I just wanted to lose a little bit of weight, become a bit more fitter. So if you set a massive goal, you ended up I think you'll end up just stopping, really. Do you know what I mean? If you don't get it straight away, some people get angry about it. So if you set yourself little goals and you keep hitting them, keep giving yourself little goals to aim for, you just won't stop. And you just better and better and better.
So, yeah, but I'm talking about you. How are you going to stay motivated? I don't want you preaching to everyone else. I want to know, how is Conor Baker going to replicate the success of his first year into his second year? Because, do you know what I mean? People only feel good when they're making progress. Do you know what I mean? If you're standing still, you don't get the same buzz. Do you know what I mean? If you're not in some way doing new stuff, it's not excitable. So how are you, not anyone else, how are you going to stay motivated and to carry on progressing?
I'm quite happy with the weight I'm at the moment, so I'm going to aim to build more muscle, hopefully.
Yeah. Con, trust me, there is no hope in muscle gain. There's either you do the work or you don't do the work.
Yeah.
So you're looking for muscle gain, yeah? What? How else are you going to stay motivated?
I want to run a 5-kilometer run in under 22 minutes. My best so far is about 23:18 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep setting myself little targets to do. Like, maybe get a new PB in deadlift, 10 more classes, get a 6-pack, hopefully.
That's when the birds will come flocking. Listen, I tell you what you don't want to be doing is you don't want to be getting a girl and letting her distract you, and then you don't attend the gym.
That won't happen, don't worry.
Yeah. She starts telling you, Conor, you're doing too much. You're becoming obsessed. Yeah. Don't let anyone change you from what you're producing.
No. Okay.
Yeah. And you've just got to stay focused. And what I think most people need to do is they need to surround yourself with people like, because you're not a relation to me. I don't really in no disrespect, I don't really care for you that much. All I want is you to succeed and do the best you can do.
Yeah.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to help people progress.
Yeah.
And if that makes me like unpopular or it makes people hate me, I don't care, as long as you progress, because in the end you will obviously be thankful for the push and stuff. So if at any point, like, you're struggling or you feel a dip in motivation, you need to speak to people who are going to give you the truth.
Yeah.
Who you see as like role models and stuff like that, and they'll keep you on track, because you are a product of your environment. The reason that you've been successful is, like you said, because of your support from your mum, because of the support from your family, because of the support from your cousin. Yeah, so all that's contributed to you producing the results. Now, you need to make sure that obviously you remember all that. You've got that picture on your phone from where you used to be to where you are now. Do you know what I mean? It's very easy to slide back. So my last question for you, mate, is this. If someone was listening in and they are 14 years old, even though they shouldn't be on Facebook at 14 years old, I don't think, and they really wanted to lose weight, if you had to pick three things that they should do to start losing weight?
Yeah.
I know the first one obviously is join Live Life Light, so let's forget about that one. Let's three other things what they should do to start getting a journey going, because remember how you were when you were 14 as well. So what do you think? 3 tips for someone to lose, if they wanted to lose some weight.
One of them would be, there's always going to be someone that's going to try and put you down at the end of the day, and you just got to ignore them and just keep pushing on. Just ignore the haters, basically. Another thing I'd say is, if people like, when they say stuff to you like you shouldn't stop eating that, they're saying it for your best interest. So don't take it the wrong way, because at the end of the day, they're just trying to help you. They're just trying to help you. They're just trying to do what's best for you. Join Live Life Light's one of them. And third thing, I'd say set little goals for yourself to keep improving. Nutrition's, I'd say, is about 90% of losing weight, and that.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. So that is it, mate. You've done really, really, really well. You've answered the questions really, really honestly. And I'm sure, do you know what I mean? You're 15 years old. You've done something that many people would love to do. And it all started with a decision to change, that you were sick and tired of the way things were. And now obviously you've told us that weight loss and stuff has produced so many amazing results in your life. And I'm very, very sure, like everyone at Live Life Light, your mum, your dad, your family, and they're really, really proud of what you've achieved. And like I said, you've got a certain place, and we're not going to fucking let you off the hook. We obviously want you to get better and better and better and better. Yeah. So thank you. You can now go and enjoy the rest of your night. You can relax, get that heart rate down. Thanks again. At some point in the next few months, we will catch up again, and I want to hear new things. I want to hear better things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I want to see a 6-pack. And I don't want to see you sat on the bed next with a girl.
No,
just yourself.
Just myself.
Okay. Have a good evening, mate, and I'll see you soon.
See ya.